Hey y'all, it's Sydney Screams, and today's video is brought to you by SVibe. You may have seen their products on TikTok, on Instagram, on Shorts, wherever, but whew, are you ready? Do you even know how to use the SVibe? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to teach you. It's not a big deal, but one of the first things I have to show you is the case that it comes with, because I love a good storage pouch. I talk about that regularly, I feel like, because I love a good storage solution, you know? And SVibe comes with one of the best. It's hard shell, or semi-hard shell. It's not like firm, but it's not flexible either. So inside, you've got your charging cord, the device itself, and the manual that it comes with. It is a rechargeable vibrator, and it is awesome. I say awesome. I honestly prefer Gizzy a little bit more than this, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But first, we're going to focus solely on the Snail Curve, which is slightly different from the Snail Original. The Snail Original didn't have like these little ridges on the external stimulator, but I think that's one of the only biggest differences. I don't think sell the original anymore, the SVibe Snail Original. I think it's just the Curve now. But the Curve and all of SVibe's other vibrators are made with silicone, and the Curve is really cool because it also comes in 4 different colors. This is the peach color, which is actually pretty cute. I'm not sure it's the color I would have chosen if I had chosen it myself, but I don't think I was given the option to choose a color when I started working with SVibe, and that's not really a problem because I'm not that picky, to be honest. But it is your rechargeable vibrator with a magnetic charging port there on the back of the device. So there's the handle, and then there's the magnetic charging port. Charging takes about 2 hours, and each charge will last for about 1 hour, just depending on which intensities or how intense you're going. There are 2 independently controlled motors within here, one here at the internal bit and one here for the external clitoral stimulation. As you can maybe see, there's not a ton of drag here. They have a really nice and very luxurious feeling silicone, and I really, really like it. The handle and controls are here on the loop end of the device. And yeah, I've seen it on TikTok, and like even on my personal TikTok, like I don't post anything there, I just scroll, you know, and even I've seen this, even though like that account is not attached to any sex toy companies or anything, even I've seen this pop up on my feed, and it is a good vibrator. It is. It's actually quite powerful. It's pretty rumbly, much more on the rumbly side of the spectrum rather than the buzzy side of the spectrum. And yeah, there are 5 vibration intensities as well as 5 vibration modes per motor. So there's 5 clitoral speeds, 5 clitoral modes, 5 internal speeds, 5 internal modes, and so you've got a lot of diversity there to really personalize your pleasure. But one of the best things about the SVibe Snail Curve is that this is designed to fit as many anatomies as possible. And how is that done? Well, the external bit here kind of unrolls. And yeah, you can hold it there. I don't know that anyone would really need that, but you could if you wanted to. Or I guess if you're trying to go for like an A-spot stimulation rather than a G-spot stimulation. So you can get quite a bit of insertable length there. But yeah. This is a motorized toy, which means you should not expose it to any heat. So if you need to do a deep clean of the SVibe Snail Curve, you will need to do so by soaking it in a 10% bleached, 90% water mixture for about 10 minutes. Beyond that, do not boil this. Do not put this in the oven. Do not put this in the dishwasher. Those are options for toys that do not have motors, but if it has a motor, you don't know if that motor is going to be heat sensitive or not. Silicone itself is not heat sensitive, but motors, they're not expecting you to boil it. They're not expecting you to put it in the oven, all of that. Save that for your like Platinum Cure pure silicone toys rather than your motorized toys. I was very impressed by how quiet the curve is. I don't know why I was expecting something loud, but it is very, very quiet and it is really nice. So really quick so I can show you just how loud it is. We press and hold the buttons, boop, 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 and then that's the clitoral bit going. Okay, and now with both motors going, it's not too loud, especially in use. So the top buttons here control the clitoral arm, the bottom buttons control the internal bit. It is pretty easy to reach, even as someone with big belly, short arm combo. The handle really does help me like get it inserted and everything like that. To turn it off, you just press and hold again. You do have to do each motor separately, which I actually really like. I love when a toy has individually controlled motors like that. I think it's better for overall pleasure, personally. I like how quiet this is. Let's talk about this first, the Gizzy. Let's talk about it, because I did bring the Gizzy. I did. It also comes in its own little carrying case. I've done a full review of the Gizzy before, so if you want to watch that full review, you are more than welcome to do so. It's got all the stuff in it. We're not going to go over any of the specs here because that is not the point of this review. The point of the review is the curve and a little bit of a comparison to the Gizzy. So to use the curve, this is your handle, this is your insertable bit. This goes inside you, and then you can uncurl, and then this part is what rests against your clitoris, right? For the Gizzy, this is your internal bit, this is the external bit. It doesn't have as much movement, but you know what the Gizzy has that the curve does not? This big bulbous head. It's got a lot more shape to it. It's very, very bulbous in comparison to the curve. Maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better there, but it's just a slightly different shape that I think works better for my anatomy. So if I were to buy one of the two of these again, I would buy the Gizzy over the curve just because I liked the way the Gizzy felt internally a lot more than I liked the way the curve felt internally. It's just a matter of personal preference. There is no right or wrong. What works for you is what works for you, and I'm just here trying to help you find what works for you, right? And so I personally like a more bulbous shape internally. I think it is better for my G-spot stimulation. For me, this was just a little lacking. There is no real crazy shape to it when it's inside of you. Like there's nothing really special. I don't want to say it's special because like it's not special because it is a good vibrator. I do really like it. It does have a good amount of power, but between the two, I would personally purchase the Gizzy over the curve. Just personal preference. Also because I like that I can use both hands free. For Gizzy, it's just there. My thighs are kind of pushing it in place and keeping it still, whereas with the curve, my thighs are resting on either side of the handle and keeping it still that way. So both do work for me. Both have helped me achieve orgasms. Both get me there. Like I said, it really is just a matter of what you like for internal stimulation and whether you want a handle or not. Both of them are very quiet. Both of them are or have multiple vibration modes and everything like that. Gizzy is also available as the Gizzy Lite and the Gizzy Pro, which I will be reviewing in the future. I just got it a little bit a month or so ago, and so I'm very excited to test the Gizzy Pro to review on a future date. We're not there yet. You'll probably see me review the Snail Axie first, just because, well, it has a very familiar shape, so you'll see. I do have written reviews of both of these up on my blog, SydneyScreams.com. Please feel free to check it out. There is a search function, so you can just type in SVibe or Snail, and it will bring you to the reviews for both of these. So, like I said, I do really like the curve, but for me, just the rebuying, if I were to rebuy, I would be going for the Gizzy over the curve, just personal preferences. but this is a good vibe. I like that it has a handle, and it wasn't too hard for me to reach, even with the big belly short arm combo. Honestly though, I primarily used it hands-free by inserting it and then using my thighs to hold it in place. Yeah. I am an affiliate for SVibe, so if you do decide to buy the Snail Curve, the Snail Gizzy, the Gizzy Lite, Axie, Gizzy Pro, any of those, Curve included, you can use my coupon code, which is Sydney Screams, and that'll save you 10% on your entire order. So yeah, it is a really nice vibe, and I really do appreciate, like, there's very little drag here. It just feels really, really nice. This is a well-made toy. It feels very luxurious. I think that SVibe did a great job with it. Yeah, I wish that this part was a little bit more bulbous. That's it. That's really it. It's quiet. You can use it at home, whether you have roommates or whatever. Like, this is super, super quiet. It's super easy to clean. You know, all you need is a unscented antibacterial like soap. A dish soap or a hand soap is perfectly fine. You can also use a toy cleaner, but that's genuinely not necessary. It's literally just soap. So yeah, check it out. You can use my special link, which is svibe.com/Sydney Screams, or you can click the link that I'll drop in the description below. And remember to use coupon code Sydney Screams to save 10% on your order, and let me know what you think. This is, I think, a really cool vibe. I think that I think that SVibe really did a great job making a vibrator, making a rabbit style vibrator that could appeal to more and more bodies. I think that more rabbit vibrators need this sort of level of flexibility. You know, if you don't like a lot of penetration, but you maybe want to just tease your external hole, like, you can do that with this without really fully inserting it. And I think it's a good design. Like I said, I just prefer the Gizzy. But yeah, check it out. Thank you, SVibe, for sending me the Snail Curve and the Snail Gizzy and everything else that I'll be reviewing from SVibe in the future, because I do have 3 more toys that will be reviewed for sure in the coming months from SVibe. So check them out. Check out the Gizzy. Check out the Curve. Again, the Curve is a great option. It does cost a little bit more money than the Gizzy, but it is a bigger toy. It also has the handle. Both of them, however, come with the nice hard shells here, which I really do like and appreciate this. I wish more toys came with a shell like this. But yeah. Check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment below if you've tried any of the SVibe toys, which one's your favorite. I want to know. Please feel free to tell me, and I'll see y'all next time for more Sydney Talks Toys.